it's Anthony with Lighthouse Construction, and today we're with Jeff,
the marketing guy. And on today's episode, like you said, we're back
at the new home build on Floyd Lake, where we're taking you
beyond the blueprint. Yeah, this is amazing. Last time we were here, it was just the concrete slab out there near the lake. You guys got the garage up already, and I mean, this is looking fantastic. Why is the garage so far back from the house?
You know what, actually, that's a great question. So what we've done here is we've placed this nice two-stall garage, broken up the facade to add some nice architectural detail, and we've placed this closer to the road. So on a lake lot here in Becker County, the standard rule of thumb is you can only have up to 25% of the lot being covered with impervious surface. So what that means is any surface that water cannot naturally run through. So of course your home, the water can't naturally run through, and the driveway also counts against you. So if you want your home in close proximity to the lake, oftentimes you can't do an attached garage because otherwise you'd have way too much driveway and you'd be well over your 25% acceptable amount of impervious coverage. So this is a really nice way to have a nice, couple of area for parking outside of the garage, as well as a nice two-stall deep garage. And then actually, I will say, although an attached garage is nice, a home is very charming without an attached garage because it becomes such a large portion of the facade. So we'll see in a few minutes when we walk up there the nicety that combines. And another element here was some of the topography. So right now we're relatively level with the road, nice drive-in. And as we walk into this garage here, of course, it's a level surface, but if you look out the back, there's actually, an ICF foundation wall that's holding this up, and we'll do some landscaping and backfill to help kind of create a nice smooth grade here. Yep. But that really kind of helps to help ease and step the lot naturally down. And we'll have a nice walk path to connect the garage to the home. And you got the nice big window there, so if someone sees pulling up, they can go, hey, how's it going? Exactly here. And this is all 2x6 wall framing in here, OSB sheathing. You can see this is a standard truss here. So this could all be heated and insulated down the road. I'm not sure if they're gonna do that at this time here. And then we carried those nice black windows that we're gonna do on the home as well in this space for some airflow as well. Yeah, I think it offers a really unique look. I sort of like it. I have the garage out here in the home. You just sort of turn around the corner. So let's go take a look at that. Awesome. So you're really gonna get a feel for that garage service door comes down here, and then you transition into this really charming home here. You can see we've done a lot to break up the front facade of the home, those nice black Pella windows, stepping the different roof lines and wall facades there, small covered porch. I just gotta say, I know the slogan for Lighthouse is inspire, design, construct, and construct you did. I mean, this is beautiful. Yeah, it's really fun to see. The framing phase is actually probably one of the most visually fast and intriguing parts of it, because in a matter of no time it goes from just a slab to sticks in the air, and you really start to get a feel for the vision of the home. So tell me a little bit about the design out here. So there's a lot of elements, it seems like, with the exterior. Yeah, absolutely. So what we've done is, traditionally a home can just be a big wall, right? So we've tried to break that up, doing a different wall bump outs. And then also you'll notice the little features over the bank of windows there. So that feature there is gonna have a nice little roof detail with some corbels there under that nice bank of 3 windows, and that would look entirely different without that roof there. Same with that covered porch area, and then even the roof above there with those smaller windows. It just helps to really break up those details. A lot of times when a client comes to us and they show us inspiration of homes they like, whether that's from Pinterest or some of those things, a lot of times you can't even necessarily articulate, but you just look at something, you say, wow, I like that. Yep. And it's all those little features compounding that really make a home. It's not like, oh, they just have corbels or they just have these features or this. It's all those elements brought together that really make a charming home. Yeah, it's really nice when you walk around the garage like that and you just see this. That's the first thing you see in all the little elements. I do like that little roof there that comes down over those windows. Very unique. Yeah, absolutely. Let's go take a look inside. Let's go. Okay, this is cool. There's a lot of stuff going on up here. Yeah, absolutely. So we framed the home now, and we're actually in the mechanical roughing phase. So before we can do any of the insulation and finishing work, we have to make sure that all the brains of the system, so to say, are in place. So that includes plumbing, electrical, and HVAC are the big things, as well as our fireplace unit, and really any low voltage speaker wire, anything like that we want in place before we do some of the closing up of the interior of the home. Yeah, it sort of almost looks like surgery up there. There's a lot of things going on. Yeah, so in this home specifically, we've used a web truss, which I know we've talked about a ton, but that allows us for space for all of our mechanicals. So we can run everything in those voids so that once we put the drywall up, you're not necessarily gonna realize all the things that are there, but it takes those things to have a comfortable heated and cooled home. Mm-hmm.
And I see over here you got some like a board above the windows there, way over there. What's up with that?
Yeah, absolutely. So as we come in here to this space right here, we have an LVL that acts as our header in this window specifically. So it really transfers the load to this right here, these 3 studs, as well as those 3 studs over there. Similarly here we have a header. This is a smaller opening, so we were able to use standard lumber here, whereas this one is an LVL. It's a little bit stronger for its size type of material, and that all transfers it down to the foundation system.
Now I noticed on a lot of these homes, you guys have specific windows for specific homes, if it's the color or whatever, but anything about these windows that are different or like,
these are nice,
features?
We'll use a variety of manufacturers. In this case, it's a nice Pella Lifestyle window throughout the home. And that's a wood window that includes a wood jamb with a metal clad exterior, so it's a really quality window. And it's nice too because this jamb on some windows isn't included, so then you have to go back. So it does save some labor during the trim out phase, as well as it creates a really nice cohesive look. And a lot of the clients are going to a black window right now because it kind of creates a nice shadow effect, so you focus more on what's the outside versus if this was like a stained wood or something, it imposes more upon your view.
So there's a lot more to think about when it comes to windows, not just put the windows there.
Exactly, yeah. The quality, some of the insulation factors. I mean, most windows that are going to be coated around here are going to meet those things, but there certainly can go above and beyond with doing a nice Pella Lifestyle window like this home has.
All good stuff to know as a marketing guy.
Yeah, oh yeah. You can see they've started doing all the electrical here. Typically what we'll do is the plumber is the first one in because their lines obviously depend on slope, especially for the drains, So they kind of need to be the first one in place to make sure that they can meet their stuff. Next is the HVAC, getting all their main trunk lines and so on. And the electrical is obviously the most flexible because that current is not dependent upon any sort of slope or anything, so they can kind of get their wires in there last and sneak around the first 2 trades.
That's a little shocking, the electrical part.
Yeah, no pun intended, right? So in this utility room space here, you can see we've actually put plywood on the walls and painted it. That way we can use this to adhere all of our mechanical equipment to. It's really nice for backing, so you essentially have backing in place everywhere. You're not dealing with drywall. And it also just is nice if there's ever going to be any storage or hooks added later down the road. You don't need to worry about trying to hit a stud because there is backing quite literally everywhere in that space. As we transition here, we kind of have this island piece framed. This has some mechanicals coming up into it. Nice kitchen. Our range hood is in place there. Our outlets are here. And then kind of a living room space here. We have a nice fireplace that's installed, a gas fireplace. And then transitioning into here, we actually have a double pocket door. So kind of a nice sliding door that's gonna hide and go away, but always the option to close. And this is a really nice, kind of a sunroom here. It has all the same mechanicals as the rest of the home, but there's a ton of windows in here, light coming in from 3 sides, a door system over there. So I think this is gonna be a really fun space in this home. Where did Jeff go? Jeff, are you up here?
Actually, yes, I am. I'm right over here.
What are you doing?
Hey, you know what? I was throwing a lot of easy questions at you, and I wanted to go beyond the blueprint, so I went upstairs and found the blueprints. I got some tough questions for you.
Oh boy,
and I'm gonna see if you're ready for this. So, looking at this, there's a lot of different things. I'll throw an easy one at you, even though I said I wouldn't. Tell me about this speaker system, because I'm interested in that. I love music.
Yeah, so we always want to give our customers all the options, and in this case, the client selected to do a whole home Sonos speaker system. So that way they can listen to music, not have to rely on like a Bluetooth speaker. It's very nice, comfortable music throughout, and there's no time like the present if you have studs exposed to do something like that, because after the fact, it's much more challenging, and you're gonna have to rely on some sort of a wireless system, so.
Oh, yeah, that sounds good. Now, it's sort of hot. It's supposed to be 100 degrees this weekend, almost near it. The fans in every room, there's gotta be something special about them.
You know, the ceiling fans, really, we rely on our HVAC system to do all of our heating and cooling, but some clients still like the feel of a fan in the bedroom, just some of the white noise at night, those types of things. So what we do typically is we talk to the customers, find out if they want to have a ceiling fan, and then if they do, obviously we put it in, and then sometimes even if they don't, we'll recommend in the center of the room doing a standard light fixture on a separate switch. That way, if down the road they ever decided they wanted to do a ceiling fan, they could certainly add that, and they'd have a separate switch to do so.
Yeah, and I see here you got heat throughout bathroom. Is there anything special about that that's outlined?
It's a Dietrich heat, so that would actually be a floor heat system. So the main level has floor heat in the concrete, but upstairs here, It doesn't make sense to do, floor heat throughout because we have our forced air system, but some clients want that extra feeling when they step out of the shower or the bathtub to be stepping on a warm floor. So that Dieter heat's really more of a supplementary, comfortable heat that's put down before the floor tile gets installed.
That's cool. I should probably study this a little bit more before going on the next episode.
There you go, yeah. Really take it beyond the blueprint, right?
Yeah, let's go check out some more of the house.
Yeah, absolutely. So this bedroom here, you're already taking advantage of the lake view here. I imagine the headboard will be on this side. Nice size walk-in closet here with a window in that. Again, kind of two reasons for the window. One, it's nice to have natural light in the closet. And two, it adds to that front exterior elevation as you're looking at the roadside of the home. And then here, as you transition, you really get a nice master bathroom here. This floor actually steps down, so this is a recessed truss, and that allows us to do a tile floor in this space and a tub without having to have some sort of a step-up curve into it. So if it's one of those things, if you're planning for during construction, it's really easy to accommodate.
Tile floor, I gotta say, anytime I see tile floor in a bathroom, it just gives me that feeling, that nice feeling like, oh yeah, I wanna be in this bathroom.
It's not just the tile floor, it's a heated tile floor.
And that's
so it's an extra nice feature.
Just, yeah. Hey, Anthony.
Yeah.
I gotta say, I've been studying this a little bit. I know that the heated tile is cool, the speakers, that's awesome too. But this is very unique, how it's the curved entryway here, I guess in between the rooms. Tell me a little bit about it.
So this is really what's gonna greet you into that master suite space. And what we've done here is we tied in a little bit more of an organic. So right now it seems like straight lines and some of those things are really trendy. But if you're really going for an organic look, some of those earthy tones the exterior of this home and interior is gonna have, this really creates a nice, gentle transition into that suite. And there's some elements of dealing with a curb, because if you look at the bottom plate here, the rest of them are just a stud, but in this case we've actually had to cut out of an OSB sheathing that arc and essentially laminate a few pieces together to get that height so we have somewhere to adhere the base trim. And it really is going to create, we'll have to use thinner drywall here and do it in different layers to kind of laminate a sheet. But when it's all said and done, it's going to look really nice, and I love the feeling of you walk up the stairs and you just get that nice, gentle bend into the bedroom versus a straight turn.
So to me, it's like the client had inspiration.
Yeah.
And then you guys designed it, and now it's in the construction phase. I mean, I love it.
It's that tagline, full circle, right?
Yeah.
That's what we aim to do, right?
It's a great tagline.
And then as you come up the stairs here, there's also kind of an area into three spaces. The master suite, this second bathroom here, they're currently working on some of the ducted bath fans. So you see that insulated fan, that's what's essentially going to take some of that warm humidity, moisture if someone's showering and use it to exit the home. And that's all insulated to help alleviate any sort of condensation in the attic space. And then the other space is actually behind us here. This is a nice laundry room area. So most of the bedrooms are upstairs here, so it makes sense to have the laundry upstairs. And again, we've dropped that floor so we can have a nice floor drain in here. We have a spot for a prep sink, or not prep sink, laundry sink rather. Washer, dryer, we have a gas line ran there in the event they want to do a gas dryer. And then that washer and dryer space. So this will be really nice.
So fresh, so clean.
Exactly. And then the last feature up here, in addition to the hallway closet, is this kind of second bedroom space here. So as you walk in here, you got a nice closet, and then you have a spot for a bed. We have these nice windows that take beautiful advantage of the view here. Again, there's a roof line that comes right to here, so that's why these windows aren't lower, but it also creates some nice cohesiveness between the lake side of the home and the road side of the home, because you'll see that same pattern of three windows repeated here.
Yep, I noticed that too when I came up here and I was studying it. It's very, I like how the consistency is there with the three windows. And then you got the window down here, you can yell out, hey, is the food ready yet?
Exactly. Not only can you yell to ask if the food's ready, but it also serves as an egress window because it's closer to the grounds. This counts as a fire escape.
I'll have to come back sometime. Maybe whoever has the house, they can maybe invite us back for a steak.
Exactly, right?
Bring some extra,
let's see. Yeah. So as we exit this nice sliding door, there's going to be a deck space built here, and then, take a look at this beautiful view of Floyd Lake. You can't get any closer to the water. We were only able to do this again because of the setback averaging. And if you look at the home, super cohesive between the roadside and the lakeside, and a lot of charm.
It just gives you that lake home feeling. It just gives you that energy that you want.
It really does. Because this replaced a small cottage, and a lot of times, customers and clients are looking for something that is much more practical and fits the needs of themselves, their families. but they also kind of want to stay true to that lake cottage feel. So in this case, I think we were really able to embody, the charm of a lake home, but also the practicality and amenities of those heated tile floors and speakers.
Yeah, I gotta say, lake life is the best life. And I mean, this is a beautiful view, and I could just see just everyone here in the home, just looking out the windows. Maybe you got someone up there reading a book, got someone out here grilling. You can just envision it.
Yes, and that's really what we here do at Lighthouse Construction, create spaces for family and friends to gather, and lake life really provides that. I mean, look at that, riding on the jet ski. Does it get better than that?
I don't think it does. Hey, it's getting a little late though. Would you be up for lunch somewhere?
Yeah, let's go grab some lunch.
Sure, I forgot my card again.
Your company card?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sure you did. Well, join us next time as we come back here where we took you
Beyond the blueprint.